Hey everybody, this is Charlie from Brainiac Baseball, Sports Cards, and Gaming. We are back with race number 6 of season 111. Today's race takes place in Jyllands-Ringen, Denmark. We've got about 17 minutes to race time. Let's take a moment and recap what happened last week. It was bad. It was really bad. I finished 34th. Um, Yeah, it was terrible. We had a technical issue with the engine at toward the end of the race. Because of that, we had to replace our engine, and that was costly for today. But what makes it even more of a struggle is that we're not able to really get that quality finish that we need. We seem to we seem to qualify well, and we are good through one stint, and then we pit, and our pit is off in some way, in either mathematically incorrect or it's longer than it should be, or we come out and we make a mistake, and then it's kind of over, and that's very frustrating. Um, you know, we are not anywhere near the relegation back to rookie, but we're not far off from, maybe finding ourselves in that position. Now, other than maybe Sosa, Nascimento, and Botlow, everybody else that's below us has really been struggling to get a decent middle of the 20 to 25 range to move up. Our best finish is still 20th, and that's why we're 28th overall right now. But we need a little bit better of a finish. We're going to take a couple chances today to see how that works out for us. So you'll take a look here at the overall. Daryl G is still in first place by 10 points now, despite Capiston winning back-to-back races. Of course, it helps that G finished second in both of those. That's followed by Jeffrey Childers, who won the first race, and Powell Kowalik, who I believe had been demoted to amateur before this season started. Looks like he's on the right track to get moved back up. And you see Swindell, Severino, Hopperanta, Moreno, Villarel, and our friend Rich Nichols. So that's the top 10 going into today's race. Money, we have none. We are the worst. I spent a bunch of money to get our car right for today's race. We cannot afford to have another. Well, I don't know. Everybody's got a different strategy. In the comments for the last race, not everyone, someone basically called me an idiot and said I was stupid, and maybe that's true. But I am still trying to figure things out, and I would rather go all in every race than just allow myself to be demoted. That's just not going to happen without a fight. And so we spent some money, and we look at our car level. We're still at level 5, but at least for today's race, as you'll see here in a moment, we are level 5, um, and maybe we have a chance to be level 6 next week for our driver's favorite track. Our driver, Ricardo Bueno, Dick Good, he's rated a 114. He dipped down to a 112 and just moved back up to 114. He's one of the better drivers, and we are working on improving his overall stamina, as you can see right here. He's now up to a 15. When we started the season, he was at 0. So he's moving up incrementally. It feels slow, but with the patience of allowing him to get his stamina up, he's also decreasing his waist size. We can almost get him into the cockpit without his fat flabs going over the sides, but those are wind resistant for the most part. But we like this guy, and I'm sticking with him. And let's take a look at our car. We still got 12 minutes here. Okay, so we replaced our engine, we replaced our chassis. Um, I don't know if it replaced or upgraded. I can't remember, but everything is level 5. So some of these were upgrades and some were just replaced. The gearbox, the suspension, a lot of expensive components. So that's why we are in the negative. I think this cost me like $20 million to do this, and we only had 11 million or so in the bank. The only component that we're concerned about is the side pod, but that won't hurt us today. Next week, if we are in the positive, we'll replace that. If not, we can, I mean, we can either upgrade it or replace it. We'll see how that works out. But for today's race, I mean, we're just living for today. And I feel like we're going to be fine. We will be fine. We'll take a look at the practice laps. We're going with hard tires today because of the weather. 44 degrees Celsius. That's about what it is here in Arizona. It's going to be well over 100 degrees today here. And no rain during the race, so we're good to go. You know, I'm not overly concerned about that. Our hard tires should get us all the way through. This is the first time that we're racing at this track, so I've never been on this one before. As you can see, it's 136 laps, which is awesome. I've been wanting to have a race like this since we started. And so this is exciting. The pits, the time in and out, very long, 20 seconds. So we're going to try to just pit once today. I'm hoping that will work. Um, the overtaking is normal. What is normal? I don't know. This is a track that requires more handling, but our car is kind of set up for more power. So that might be a disadvantage as I'm starting to learn more about this stuff. Um, and yeah, so there you go. So we go back here, hard tires. It took me a minute to figure it out. Actually, the fastest lap that we ran was a lap in which we did not really have our front and rear wing uh, correct. And so that was a little bit confusing to me. I'm like, do we go with our front and rear wing not um, correctly aligned for what the driver would think it should be? You know, I don't know. I'll show you what we did here in a second, though. So that we did 8 practice laps with hard tires, trying to work that all out. And I think I came up with something that will work for us today. We did qualifying lap 1. Because of the hard tires, I think many others are going with medium. And so we qualified pretty far back for us in the first qualifying lap, 29th overall. We tried to push the car a lot. I was hoping we could make up some ground that way. Didn't help at all. But we did go with the split ratio, I suppose, for the front wing and the rear wing. And you know what? We'll see if it works. And then the qualifying lap 2, we tossed in 84 liters for the first stint. We're going to do 84 liters twice. You'll see that in a second. We pushed the car to the limit, and we did better. 22nd for that qualifying lap. And overall, we're going to start 26th, which is actually worse than you would think, and I'll show you right now. That's because 3 of our regular drivers did not qualify today. Glenn Harvey did not, Edward Pratt did not, and Montas Augustakis. All 3 are regular participants, but they're not in there today. So then our race setup and strategy. There we go, 84 liters. We'll see if that works out. It should, but who knows? Math is lost on me sometimes. We're going to have 5, 5, and 15 for our risks when the track is clear and dry, as I'm sure we'll get pushed back early on. Maybe we can be a little more aggressive. At the start of the race, we're going to overtake where possible, and we will have a boost lap right at the end. If it means anything, who knows? But we will be doing that strategy for today. We didn't do any testing. I just didn't want to spend, we didn't have any really money to spend. And as we pointed out at the end of last week's race, we did get a second sponsor. There we go. So we got that extra money, which is helpful, especially after this week, trying to recoup And we started negotiating with another sponsor as well. So there we go. We are all basically ready to rock today. Let's get to the track. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Take a look at the track here. Wow, this looks like my intestine after I eat some fiber. It's a clear track. Okay, let's take a look here at the friends list. Um, not all the friends are listed here. I apologize. I have to donate money to the to game, and I'm not sure I'm ready to do that anymore. But we'll see. So some of you may not be on there, and I apologize for that. But we got Fashin on the pole up in the pro level. Mossberg is just killing it at amateur. Jim Becker also, he's starting fourth. Junho's sixth today. T-Web's fourth. And Storano starting third. Oh, Luca Matt, I should say, starting ninth. Jake Clark starting eighth. So there's some friends starting pretty high up today. Whoa, what is this? We've got two drivers on our team not participating today. That is news to me. I don't know what's going on here. If you want to get in on our team as we continue to get a lot of our drivers up to amateur level, this might be the time to join. I don't know if these guys are sticking around or not. Nonetheless, Daniel Beauchamp, he is our captain, and he is starting fourth at amateur, so he's figured it out. I'm 26th. Hemmings is 20th. Rom 31st. Sartori 32nd. Lucarella 27th, and at the rookie level, Gaston is starting second. Good job by him. Okay, let's do the field rundown for today. This should be fun. We've got about 5 minutes to go here as we get the bird's eye view of our pole. It is Daryl G, the overall leader. He is from South Africa. In the number 2 spot is Fedor Kapistin. He is from Russia. In the 3rd spot today is Stephen Gray from England. In the number 4 spot is Sergio Severino from Argentina. In the 5th spot is Jeffrey Childers from the US. In the 6th spot is our friend Manoli from Greece. In the 7th spot is Paweł Kowalik. He is from Poland. In the number 8 spot is Mario Lane from Estonia. In the number 9 spot is Chris Swindell from the United States. In the 10th spot is Konstantin Saratovsky from Russia. In the 11th spot is Edward Chukwin. He is from Venezuela. My heart goes out to Edward and his family, all the good people of Venezuela. In the number 12 spot is Siapania Viarel. He is from Romania. In the 13th spot is Johannes Haparanta from Finland. In the 14th spot is Rich Nichols from Canada. In the 15th spot is Pavel Benkurik. He is from Slovakia. In the 16th spot is Raul Moreno. He is from Spain. In the 17th spot is Kaan Dagasan from Turkey. In the 18th spot is Gavin Adam from Australia. In the 19th spot is Jesse Salminoja. He is also from Finland. In the 20th spot is Gianluca Perella from Italy. In the 21st spot is Walter L. Sosa from Argentina. In the 22nd spot is Alexei Laktianov from Russia. In the 23rd spot is Ana Zielman from Brazil. In the 24th spot is Igor Oliveira from Brazil. In the 25th spot is Leonard Botlow. He is from Slovakia. In the 26th spot, that is me, Charles Jackson from the United States. In the 27th spot is Bruno Nascimento from Brazil. In the 28th spot is Alexandru Micu. He is from Romania. In the 29th spot is Gabriel Privitali from Italy. In the 30th spot is Daniel Marsh from England. In the 31st spot is Gerjan Veldman. He is from the Netherlands. In the 32nd spot is Teegarden Rex from Canada. In the 33rd spot is our friend Ilya from Russia. And in the 34th spot today is Ludek Spacek, and he is from the Czech Republic. And as I mentioned, we have three drivers not participating today. That's a little bit unusual. Okay, we still have a couple of minutes here before the race starts. A couple of things. First of all, I do appreciate the fact that everyone um, who watches this channel has shown some general interest in helping me. You have to remember, I've raced less than 50 races, so I'm still trying to figure some of this stuff out. Some of it is apparent, and other things are a puzzle to solve, you know? And I get a lot of good information. I'm assuming it's good information because how would I know the difference? But I have to parse what one person gives me versus what another person is telling me. And sometimes they're similar, and other times I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. And I appreciate those of you that have taken the time to spell things out for me like a child, because in a way, like I'm not, um, as educated about racing as a lot of you are out there. And so I do need to be, you know, uh, sort of like have it illustrated for me in order for me to like go, oh, I make that connection. Um, we have a minute to go here before the race. My job before I retired was as a national training manager for a retail company, right? I would travel all over Canada, the United States, and Puerto Rico to train people. And so I'm really good at training. I am maybe not so good at taking instruction. So if you're someone who is willing to help me, I'm always willing to listen, but I may not always be able to execute whatever it is you're trying to portray to me. It may become apparent to me once the race is over and I've failed or succeeded, but maybe in the moment, I might have more questions. Um, so there you have it. I just wanted to get that out there because I do appreciate the help. It's not that I don't, but it isn't always going to be something that I can immediately connect with and execute and make valuable in the moment. So thank you all for that. Okay, let's get the race going. I can't wait to see what happens here. I think the strategy is sound. Here we go. This is a wacky track. I actually we should back out just a little bit so I can see the entirety of it here. So we're back in 26. I mean, we're closer to the back than we are the front. That's never a good feeling. As we go into the first corner and just get completely wiped out. I don't know who that was that passed us. Was that Bruno? Yeah, I guess it was. Maybe we take Bruno right back. Yes, we do. And we are up to 26th. I mean, we really need a 15 to 20 place finish. We have everything in our favor today, other than we're using hard tires, and I think maybe we have a lot of our competitors using medium tires. So, you know, it's going to take a little time for us to settle in and then maybe work our way back to the front. Oh my God, we are just getting blown by here. Well, there you go. So we're back to 30th out of 34 cars. That's not great. Yeah, that was actually pretty horrible. But you know what? It's a marathon, not a sprint, right? So let's just not get overly excited over that. So okay, so we're in 30th spot. Um, I mean, it said overtaking normal, and I thought I had us being aggressive at the start, but it doesn't seem like, other than that initial pass by Bruno, and then we passed him right back. It doesn't seem like like we're being very aggressive. Here we make a little move on the inside, but it doesn't do any good. And that's probably going to be our MO the entire race. Attempts and blocks. So we have Teagarden behind us. Prix Ilya in the white car. We know that car well. And Spacek right down there. Fedor Kapistan got past G for the lead. I should get. I um I wrote down the proper pronunciation for the driver. This is the number 5 spot. I forgot to take out my notes though. It's Manoli Anagnastu. That's how you pronounce that name. So I thought I would clarify that because I didn't have my note out in front of me when we were doing the lineup rundown. And I was like, that guy, I don't know. I just remembered it was Monolith for the first name. Okay, yeah, so here we go. I mean, we're basically, I think, going to be in this position for a while. Uh, we're trying to do one stop. Um, I have no idea. I'm assuming that there are drivers, there are managers that are doing one stop with medium tires. I don't know if that's possible. All of the information that I accrued told me that with the temperature of 44 degrees Celsius, that we should be using hot tires and that we should be able to get to the halfway mark of this race with those tires. We started at 46% and we're down to 42 and we're on lap 5. Okay, so I mean, if I was quick at math, I could probably extrapolate that and figure out whether or not it's going to work out. But we'll find out soon enough the deeper we get here. I do like the fact that we are sort of holding our own in 30th. There's nothing to be proud of there. We have already fallen 20 seconds off the pace. And on a track where people are running 1 minute, I mean, basically, what is that? In 20 laps, we'll get lapped. So at that point, once we're lapped, um, like if we're going halfway, we might get lapped twice before we pit. So then what good is the pit at the halfway point? So maybe we should have, um, used medium tires. I don't know. I think what I always feel like now is everything I do is not right. And it always causes me to question my choices. And I don't know who the dipshit was, but there was some guy on the comments last week. I never did figure out who it was, who was particularly rude and I don't know, like maybe he got into daddy's cough syrup and took a little nip of it before he got on the internet. I don't know, but I mean, he was pretty aggressively mean. And like I was not angry back at him, but the guy just kept being a jerk. Well, the next day I woke up and he had deleted everything. So I don't know who that was. I'd call him out. He's not somebody that's on our race. I know that for sure. But like I'll take constructive criticism, but I don't think I'm stupid. I think I'm actually pretty smart, but I don't necessarily, understand how to win at this yet. Even when all the components are there, like our car seems like it's good. I don't like running in 30th, but clearly we're not going to get past anybody anytime quickly here. And even if we could, I don't know if we would. So Gurjan is a couple cars ahead of us here. He's our buddy. He's on our friends list, and it's good to see him at least running strong today. Rich Nichols is in 10th. I don't see a lot of movement. Everyone kind of jockeyed those first 3 laps, and now we're all in it for the long haul. So maybe this won't be a particularly exciting race, despite overtaking being normal, whatever that means. I don't know. But now that we're, I don't know, 8 laps in, we're on lap 8. I'm thinking, shouldn't we be starting to, I don't know, like figure it out and like get past some other drivers? If we were better, I mean, we saw that our driver, here we go. No, of course not. Why would we pass him? It just never happens. But if our driver is one of the top 15 best drivers in our group, and our car is somewhere in the middle, then why are we not doing better? I don't know. Uh, yeah, the only way we're going to move up is through pitting. That's already been proven. Any of these people could say that, not just us. But these guys are, everybody here is going nowhere. It's over for these guys, for us. The only way we're going to move up 10 spots, maybe not even 10 spots, maybe we won't be able to move up any further than these two drivers, you know? So the race is kind of already over, which sucks. Um, this is definitely one of those races where you have to wait it out and see how many cars have technical problems. And maybe we can take advantage of a couple of them as well. Oh, I should mention, last week I got a notice from our cable company here that they would be working on the internet in my area. So I don't know if we'll have any internet problems while I'm recording this. If we do, then I apologize. We may not get the race in full, but it could be any time today. We're making another effort. I like to see the effort, but of course we're not going to get past anybody, even Bruno. It's just the game is not designed for us to do that. This is my greatest frustration. And I continue to speak on it, but it, it just is not clear to me how you can make multiple attempts on a guy and every time they're rebuffed. Now, I that also goes for like Teagard and Rex behind us. If this guy makes 3 or 4 attempts on us in the next several laps, like here, he's got to have the better car. But we stop him again. Like this to me seems wrong. Like you shouldn't make a move if you're not going to. In programming the game, in my mind, it's like, why even bother? Like nobody's getting past anybody. All 4 of these cars are like pointless to make attempts unless you're going to get by them. So yeah, that annoys me. And then the driver mistakes. That really is annoying as shit. I actually don't like those at all, and I prefer they didn't exist. Just run the race. Oh, Bruno! No, nobody's getting past anybody anytime soon. But I do like the fact that at least we are making attempts, I suppose. Maybe that's the whole thing about showing cars making attempts is to go, well, at least we're trying. But it's stupid unless you're actually going to pass them. You may as well just hold your line, as my opinion. Daryl G has fallen back to third. The guy's won 2 in a row, so maybe he's going to let somebody else win. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Capiston that won 2 in a row. That's right. So Capiston's in going for a three-peat. Yep, there we go. That's 4 or 5 times that I've attempted to pass our good friend there, Bruno, and there's no reason for us to not get by him now. And I mean, this is stupid to me. And Tea Garden tries on me, and there's no, like, why? Why even bother? It's like You're not going to get up from the table and not go to the buffet, right? That's what you're going to go back for seconds. You're not going to stop and turn around. It doesn't make sense. I don't know. Anyway, I know many people disagree with me, and so like I'm not going to get off it, but I'll tell you, I understand your position. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, well, we have 36% left in fuel, so we're doing fine. Tires are good. We're on lap 14. Quick math. What is that? 78? No, 68 is halfway. So 68, yeah. 68 laps. I mean, I think that's, I don't know. Maybe I should have put a couple extra splashes in there. I don't know. But Bruno does finally get past. Is that Lane? Oh no, it's Veldman. I'm sorry, buddy. Okay, Veldman. I want to call him Vinkman from Ghostbusters. All right, well, we're coming after you up there, Veldman. It'd be nice if you just slid on over and let us get by you. Don't be a Bruno when you could be a Veldman. Definitely don't be a Saratovsky. Who's leading our group here? Anna's in the black car, right? So that's Salmanoja. No, I'm wrong. Niku. Marsh. Okay, Marsh, Oliveira, Nascimento. We got the two Brazilians. And then Veldman, and then me. And once again, Teagarden tries to get by me. I'm trying to get by Veldman. Let's go. No, of course not. Why would I get by anybody ever? Why would I? There's no chance. No reason to get excited about any attempt. I mean, that's like our 7th or 8th attempt in 15 laps to pass someone, and we can't even do that from 30th position. Now, the good news is we just had our fastest lap. How would we know? We hadn't passed anybody. You're telling me everybody else stayed the same in front and behind us? That's great. All right. So, yesterday, no, 2 days ago, we did start our free giveaway on the Brainiac Baseball Sports Cards and Gaming channel on YouTube. You can get in on that. It is free. We do a little duck race during game 40 of our baseball season that we're playing. There's 4 prizes as of right now. You have to live in the United States. Sorry, everybody. And you have to be a subscriber to our YouTube channel. And of course, we get denied again. And you just let me know in the comments that you want to get in on our giveaway. And we'll do a little duck race. And I'll add a duck with your name to the field of ducks. I think right now we have 9 ducks ready to go. Now you have until game 39 of our sim season to get in on that. And then if you make a $5 donation to the channel by using the thanks button down below, we'll give you a second duck. So you get 2 ducks for $5. 2 duck max. We're not trying to take your money, really. All money donated to the channel just goes for future prizes. Also, we have something where for a $10 one-time donation to the channel, we will automatically add you. That's great. we'll automatically add you to every giveaway that we do from now to the end of time. You never have to let me know that you want to be in the giveaways. I will just give you a duck. And if you win, I will just mail you your prize. You don't even have to watch another video if you don't want to. So there's that. Okay. So we have that free giveaway going on. Everybody gets one for free. You just have to be a subscriber to the YouTube channel, and you have to live in the United States, for shipping purposes. And yeah, just let me know. We'll get you in there. We give away. So if you haven't seen the prizes yet, you can do two things. One is you can go to our community page here on YouTube, and we have a post that shows the prizes. Or you can go to our Facebook page, which is the links below in the description, and the prizes are posted there. I'll tell you what they are. Actually, I have them listed here in front of me. Now, we give away baseball related products. So if you're not a baseball fan and you live in Europe, I would understand. So you may not even know what we're talking about here necessarily. But the fourth place prize is a 2022 Topps Allen and Ginter game used bat relic of Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod. That is the fourth place prize. The third place prize, this is something that everybody would probably like, maybe. I don't know. What the hell do I know? It is a 2013 Panini Golden Age historic signature of David Stambaugh, who played Toby in the original Bad News Bears. So you get an autograph of one of the kids from the Bad News Bears, whatever year that came out, 77 or 78. I don't know. I was only a little kid myself. And then the second place prize is a 2003 Upper Deck Patch Collections signature patch of baseball player Drew Henson. Now, you probably don't know who that is, but Drew Henson went to my high school 10 years after I did. Then he went to the University of Michigan and he beat Tom Brady for the quarterback job at University of Michigan. And then he was drafted in the third round by the New York Yankees. And he was drafted in the sixth round by the Houston Texans football team to be a quarterback. And then he played for the Dallas Cowboys and my Detroit Lions. So he's the most famous guy other than myself coming out of my high school. But it's all seriousness. A really cool looking card. And now for the grand prize, for the first place prize, you get to choose one of two cards. There's a 2024 Topps Holiday photo variation of Los Angeles Dodgers pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto. It says rookie card. And in the photo, he's wearing Christmas lights around his neck. It's like AI'd onto the card as a design. So it's a variation card. That card is worth $30 American. Or you could choose a 2026 Topps Heritage red border, so it's like a red parallel card of Yoshinobu Yamamoto. It's not a rookie card, obviously, but it's a little bit more rare. That card is worth $25. You could choose one of the two if your duck finishes in first place. So those are the prizes that we're giving away this time around. We've given away Mickey Mantle's autograph, Robin Yount, George Brett's autograph, Raleigh Fingers, Bert Blyleven. I mean, we've given away tons of autographs over the years, tons of game used memorabilia. It's just we just passed somebody. That's great. Thank you, Veldman. It only took you 10 laps to cooperate. But sincerely, I do it because I do appreciate everyone who takes the time to watch my videos, whether they're the baseball sim or the racing sim or any other asinine thing that I do on YouTube. I do appreciate you guys who dedicate your time to watching these vids. So it's the least I could do is give away a few prizes. Okay, Daniel Marsh is dropping back now because he has worn tires. I'm assuming he's using extra soft tires? No, at 22. Yeah, I mean, he might be using extra soft tires. So I considered this in my head. What would happen if we did use extra soft tires? Well, we'd be pitting pretty early. So he's probably got 3 or 4 more laps before the game will force him to pit. So we should move beyond him into 28th here relatively quickly. Going back to the free giveaway, if anybody has any questions about that, how that works or whatever, you can contact me as we move into 28th. Good job there. Uh, Richard Bueno, Ricardo Bueno, Ricky Bueno, Dick Good. Pardon me while I grab a drink here. Okay. Um, I'm not drinking alcohol today. I am drinking iced tea and coffee. Got to have backup coffee. Now look, we got past these guys. We're pulling away. We clearly have an okay car. That's that's so frustrating. Let's see if we can catch up to Bruno and Oliveira. The Brazilians are working together. In the race rundown, as I mentioned with the terrible earthquakes that happened in Venezuela, you know, living here in the U.S., I try to avoid the news as much as possible because things are not great. And I'm not going to be political on the channel, but I really do avoid the news. And I couldn't help but see on social media just how fucked up that whole situation is in Venezuela after those earthquakes and watching buildings actually collapse in front of your eyes due to an earthquake is just brutal and so scary to see. And I just hope our Venezuelan friend and his family are all okay because it's hard to watch. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to eloquently say how much I feel for those people there. Okay, but who is this behind us? Is this the leader? Are we about to get lapped? Who is this guy killing it right now? That is Prix. Suddenly, he is going very quickly. Um, I mean, he just seems to be smoking right now. What's his deal? I guess we're holding our own, and we're not actually catching Bruno. So we did have one driver take a pit, and that is Daniel Marsh. He went at lap 25. Okay, and we're basically halfway through our fuel, right? And we're on lap 20. Is the first mistake made by Saratovsky that we've seen. So, 6. Yeah, we may not even make it to the halfway point, which would be great. That would just be awesome. We just had our fastest lap in lap 25. Um, I if we come up a couple laps short, I'm going to be so pissed off. But that's the way it's kind of looking right now. Um, I don't know. We may have shot ourselves in the foot again. Um, okay, we just crossed the finish line. We're still at 24. So we're on lap 27. So lap 54, it's not going to get us there. So it's going to be a 3 pit stop. Or 2 pit stop. I mean. Um, hmm. Here comes the leader. Jesus. I cannot believe it. Two yellow cars buzzing out there together. So yeah, we're getting lapped on lap 28. Chukwin making a mistake. I guess if a mistake could be visually shown in a way where they people like everybody wasn't running off the track to make a mistake, then it would be a little easier for me to swallow. But you can't tell me that in a race with professional drivers that all 34 drivers at some point during the race run off the track. That's absurd. We just ran our best lap. So if I could just convince my brain to say that a mistake doesn't necessarily have to, although it's visibly being shown to you as somebody going into the sand, um, that you just have to assume that maybe they um, had a slow reaction time and maybe they had to slow down or something. Look at there's a third car that's made a mistake as Nichols is dropping way back to 16. Sorry, buddy, I feel for you. And Capiston is about to put us a lap down on lap 29. I am excited that this race is, at least in amount of laps, is pretty long. This is the longest race that I've seen. I don't know if this is the longest track. I mean, the longest track, the most laps on any track that we do. I saw that the Indianapolis track is not the oval. It's like a road course. And when I saw that the Indianapolis track was a track that we would run on, I just figured we'd run on like the Indy cars do, like NASCAR does. They just run the oval, which is like the historic part of that track. I want to do that. I don't know if that's available as a racing option or not, but I think that would be cool. I mean, all these mistakes all of a sudden is just annoying. Okay, so Walter L. Sosa is showing tire wear. Did anybody behind us have to go into the pits yet? No. We've still got 21% fuel and our tires are good. So we've already been lapped, so I guess it doesn't much matter. But in my mind, I'm thinking, should we have just thrown in 150 liters of fuel and just rode them out until the tires don't work anymore? That's another mistake. I can't wait for us to make a mistake and fall back to 30th again, just because. All right, so we just had our fastest lap on lap 29. Anna's moved up to 22nd. Good job by her. I have nothing good to say about Saratowski. No offense to Saratowski, but you got to get the hell out of my way. Oh, Veldman has dropped back to 31st. Prix is definitely caught up to us. And looks like the better vehicle. He tried to get by us there. I mean, he looks legit good. I don't know why he's way back in the back here. All right. What do we got here? So this is the pit. Oh, the pit entrance is here. It does seem like a long pit. So I'm assuming Walter Sosa will be the second vehicle to pit. We're not going to finish in the top 20. We're going to need like 10 cars in front of us to have technical issues. That's the only way we're going to get better than our our best finish, which is 20th. Because we're just cruising around the track now, aimlessly holding our position and not able to pass anyone. I love the panorama curvin and the S-Ving, and everybody else is just named turn 18, turn 9. Oh, the Salomonson Zvinget. Does Zvinget mean curve? I don't know. The elves Zvinget. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Let's get back into this juicy racing action. This hot racing action for 27th position. Okay, well, we're down to 18%. I guess what annoys me now is that not only have we been lapped, but there haven't been that many cars that have gone into the pits. So any chance of us using a strategy that allows us to move up due to pit strategy is not going to work at all. I could easily see us finishing last if it weren't for cars that might actually have technical issues. Now, Bruno got past Igor, and so maybe we could get past Igor, but it doesn't really matter, does it? It's just one spot. This was a race that was kind of over in the first 2 laps, right? I mean, as soon as we dropped back to 30th, we were done. And that's frustrating. Now we're not even trying to pass anybody. Holy smoke. Oh, that's Marsh, who's already pitted, and we're passing him. That's too bad for Marsh. So that would have been us if we had used um, extra soft tires. I'm glad we didn't do that now, as Walter L. Sosa is going into the pits. Will we even be able to catch him? Like, have we fallen so far back that anybody who pits, it won't even make a difference? Uh, So all those mistakes happened, and then there's no mistakes that are happening now. They all just happened in a bunch, and now nobody's making mistakes. Does that not seem weird to you? It doesn't seem random, I guess. Okay, we're in 27th. We're almost back to where we started. Probably get there right about the time. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's go up the. There we go. So there's a. Oh, 26. Sorry, Jesse. Well, that actually worked out in our favor. We just had our best lap on lap 35. We don't seem to be able to get under 1 minute for a lap time. So much for Prix too. Like he was, um, I thought he was going to pass us fairly easily, but he did not. Okay, we're back where we started. That's one thing we could be okay with. Although we did start in a terrible position. Well, I mean, one of our worst starts of the season. So there's that. Hey, Botlow making a mistake. What do you know? Can we get number 25 on him? Yes, why not? The only way we can pass anybody is if they make a mistake or they pit. We actually cannot pass anybody just straight out based on skill. So we're +1 in positioning for today. That's a miracle. Boy, did I miscalculate on the fuel again. So I think, I mean, actually, what I thought was halfway might be 1/3 of the way. She's just dumb. Yeah, that when we have to do that second pit, that will absolutely kill us. Raul Moreno looks like he's got some failing tires. Were these drivers using soft or medium? I don't know. To go 38 laps and then have a tire start to wear. Hmm. Oh, we're in 25th. How did that happen? Was that Salminoja? Oh, yeah, that's who that was. Okay. All right. So, okay, let's take a look. So we're at 113. And when we pit, it's going to take 40 to 45 total seconds. So you add that on, and we would be last. We'd be in front of Marsh. We're actually not ever going to have a tire problem. We're having a fuel problem. We should have had more fuel. Hmm. So yeah, unless we have a bunch of guys bow out with technical issues, we're going to finish in the high third. Well, we can't finish any worse than 34th. So we'll finish 33rd. What I should have done, because of the heat for this race and using hard tires, I should have just put in 150 liters of fuel. We would never have had to stop until like whenever we ran out of fuel. Tires would, or the tires probably would have went bad eventually because we're just halfway on the tires right now. I mean, technically, we probably could have went to the halfway point, which is what a lot of people are probably going to do, and that's why we will lose this race spectacularly. We're not gaining on anybody. We did have our fastest lap, but to what avail? None. Nothing. To no avail. Who's this guy? Is that Saratovsky? Ah, you jerk. So there's Saratovsky, Bruno, Alexandru, Oliveira, and then me. Botlow showing some tire wear. We're down to 9%. There's just nothing I can do right. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be about a third of the way through. I guess that's one way to look at it. I really had hoped that we were going to get halfway, but somehow I miscalculated and it's going to be one third of the way. Stephen Gray going into the pits. He's in third place. That means nothing. We're not going to gain anything on him. Maybe a lap back. Going through my small intestine here. This is how food goes through my intestine. Mexican food right here. That quickly. Look at this. Well, yeah, like we had a chance. That's our first attempt that I've seen in a long time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of tire. It's funny because I think a lot of these guys with the tire wear are basically doing what I'm doing, except that I'm reversing it. I'm going to run out of fuel before I run out of tire. But we're going to be stopping in about the same time frame, right? I mean, Stephen Gray is thinking third of the way. I'm just using the wrong tires for that. If I'd used medium tires and was pitting now, that would make more sense. Perella's going in, spot checks in. I mean, I'm using a strategy that should have got me halfway, but I'm using the wrong tires and I'm using a strategy that's taking me one third of the way. That's what's happening today. Woohoo! 24th place. We're down to 6%. Anna making a mistake. She's up to 19th. Good job by her. Gerjon's got some tire issues. Loktianov is pitting. The only way the optics of this look good is that if all these guys with tire problems pit before we do, so that when we pit, we'll come out and we'll be like in 25th position or something. Like the cycling of it all. Whoa, we actually got to 23rd, and then somebody was like, "No, who's that jerk?" Oh, it's Salminoja. So we got Pat. Oh, well, look at this guy. What is he doing all of a sudden? Does he have a boost right now? Holy smokes! He just got past the two of us like it was nothing out of nowhere. He must be boosting. I can't even get past Oliveira. Nicely done. Okay, some more pits are happening. We're down to 6%. I just got passed again. Why am I getting passed? What have I done to deserve that? Why is my car failing all of a sudden? We don't have any fuel, so we should be going faster. We just got a couple spots back. I've got to be able to make a mistake here pretty quickly, I would think. Oh, now we're trying to get past. Okay, so Oliveira was maybe clogging up the pipes. So we're in 22nd. That looks nice. But we'll be pitting here pretty quickly, I think. I don't get what happened to Salman Noja. Wait, where did he go? Did he go in the pits? Oh, oh, he did. Okay. He just, yeah. Wow. And Oliveira's going into the pits now. So this is how things look better for us. Is everybody's going in first. And we're moving up. We're looking good, and then we'll go into the pits. Once we pit, we'll go down and look at all the stats so far and see how the friends are doing. All right. Well, we're 21st. Now, if we had, you know, more fuel to get us to the halfway point, that might actually look pretty good to us right now. But that's what I wanted to happen, and it didn't. Mistakes are being made by guys who've just pitted, of course. That's the way the game is designed. You pit, you make a mistake. Hey, there's a guy going to the pits. 19th, I like it. We're down to 3%. Hey, a pit, a mistake. Rich Nichols was up to 7th place. He is falling into the pits now. There's a mistake, of course, because he just pitted. Hey, what do you know? Mistake, he just pitted. I can't wait to pit so I can make a mistake. That's exactly what I've been waiting for half a race. Let's pit so we can make a mistake. There's just that just should be eliminated. We don't need it. And then we'll pit and it'll be 5 seconds longer than it should be. Viorel going into the pits. He moved all the way up to 6th. Look at that. Chukwin is in 3rd. I'm afraid to look at the current overall standings to find ourselves another pit and a mistake. To find ourselves all the way back into the 31st spot. I know technically 19 is better than our best finish, but when we come out of the pit, we won't be there. Capiston is going into the pits. The leader is going into the pits now, and we will be going into the pits soon too. So I feel like we haven't really hurt ourselves that much. We just can't run as fast, I guess. Every time we go past the pits, I keep expecting us to jump up a couple spots, but that's not happening. We are back on the lead lap, though. That's nice. Oh, only for a minute. Wow, Capiston has such a big lead. So he went into the pits and came out and is still in first. That is living the high life right there. Good job by him. All right. So we're running around in 19th behind these guys. The guys you've been running with all day. 18th, hey! He had a 25-second pit. Viorel comes out, makes a mistake. Of course he does. Hopperata just came out. When will he make a mistake? First corner? Doesn't anybody think that's weird? No? You guys are just too used to this game. That's dumb. They shouldn't be doing that. Wow, we just had our fastest lap. We got no fuel, that's why. We just got this big chunk of a man sitting in the cockpit. Chukwin makes a mistake, but he hasn't pitted yet. Bruno will be pitting. Are we going to make it around one more time, or are we going to pit? We're going to go one more time. Up to 16th. I wish we could be in 16th for real at the end of the race, but that ain't going to happen. We're going to get the curly shuffle right back to the back of the pack. I mean, mathematically, with our tires, it's worked out pretty good. I mean, I don't really have a problem with what has happened. I mean, there are people who are pitting right now, just like we are. We kind of allowed them all to pit. Unfortunately, I was hoping we could make it halfway, and we didn't. So, and we probably would not have. Whoa, we did not. Wait, what's happening here? Okay, we're getting aggressive. Oh, we didn't pit. That's weird. Okay, well, whatevs. Right, so if 21% of tires is when you start to show the wear event on your tire, I mean, we're kind of right where we needed to be for um, hard tires. I mean, if we had a couple of extra liters of fuel, we could get to the 21st, but at least at this point, we won't get to enough wear that it forces us back in the pack. We got Viorel behind us. Moreno. There's a mistake by Bruno who just pitted. Did Hopperanta make him? Oh, wait, well, we won't leave it now. Hey, there we go into the pits. Okay, then. Well, we're about to drop like a stone. I almost want to close my eyes and not watch this horribly painful thing happen to us here. 20. Come on. That's a nice little gap there. Come on. 21st. 22nd. Oh no. 23rd. Come on. Oh, fuck me. Seriously? Thank you for the 27-second pit. Get out of there. Go faster. Ugh. You ass. Go. Yes, keep Salmonella behind us. Jeez. Well, he'll pass us pretty quickly because we got all that fuel. That's a bitch. Oh, Daniel Marsh has pitted twice already. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are going halfway. That was also our uh, projection, but it's not what happened. Okay, so let's be positive for a second. We are technically one spot better than we started, temporarily anyway. So that's okay. We pitted on lap 55, so we'll go again at 110, leaving us 26 to go. That's not splitting it in thirds, but at least it's not the worst thing that's ever happened to us. Okay, let's take a look here at other things. We'll take a look at fastest lap. Jeffrey Childers, 58.3. Oh, there's my fucking mistake as I drop back 100 more spots. Fuck you. And fuck this game. Just absolute bullshit. Why does it have to do that? I don't ever want to pit. Every race for the rest of the season, I'm just going to put in hard tires and 150 fucking liters of fuel just so we don't lose positions like that. Because you have to. It's mandatory. God, this game sucks. That is just stupid. All right. Uh, best pit. Not us. Why would we have a good? We had the worst pit of anybody. That's great. We had the worst pit, and we had an immediate 5 second penalty by going off the track. Why am I playing this game? Why would I? Why should I play another week of this? Everything was just working out okay. This is not random. That did not randomly happen. That was the result every single time. It's absolute bullshit. How much this game sucks. Um, yeah, so I've dropped back to 29th. I'm technically not in the transfer position. It's so stupid. I mean, why am I even bothering? Everything was okay. We were in 25th. It was fine. We're not going to catch these guys. And if we did, it's going to take 40 laps to get past them. And then you guys out there try to convince me that this is just how it is. This is wrong. You guys have been playing this too long. You've been brainwashed to think this is how it should be. It's not. This is the kind of thing that needs like a total overhaul. It's ridiculous. Anyway, yeah. Beauchamp started fourth. He's 35, 7 laps back. Oh, he's out of the race. What's happening with the team? What the fuck is happening, man? It's so stupid. Now we're going to sit here in 28th for the next 50 laps. We're not going to catch anybody. It absolutely ruins the experience. Like, why can't it just be settled by the race? The better car will pass you, or you'll catch them. But they force an extra, what, 3 or 4 second pit on top of a bad pit. So they add another 4 seconds to that. And then you come out and you immediately make a mistake. So it's a 9 second drop off from where you were. We were totally fine. Why do you have to make a mistake immediately after you pit? Everybody, why does that have to happen? It's like they're too lazy to make it an actual random occurrence. They're like, no, we'll just fucking give it to everybody after they pit. Yeah, we'll just do it. Because it's realistic. Or I don't know why. It can't be realistic. I think it's I think it's I don't know why you guys don't think it's fucked up. I don't feel like I'm overreacting. I've seen it now, whatever, like 48 races in a row. You know? It's like maybe you guys just got numb to it and you think it's just normal. Like that's just not how it goes. Anyway. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just how it is, right? I mean, you just have to accept it. So stupid and just totally ruins the race. Here comes Capiston. Am I going to get lapped a second time? Are we going to be 2 laps down now? We were just back on the lead lap. And we're at a point where nobody's had a technical problem yet. Just can't believe it. I mean, we're right there. We're not going to catch these guys. And even if we were to catch them, we're not going to get past them. We already know that. Our only chance is to take these shortcuts. I mean, there's no barriers there. I mean, why can't I take every shortcut until I get back to 25th? As soon as, yeah, we're 2 laps down now. That's great. That feels great. Right here, I'm just going to cut right through here. Just one time. One time. Right here. Take hard left. I don't know, man. You guys, I respect the time and effort you people have put into this game. They've raced 1,000+ races, some of these people. I've raced 49, and I can see that this is wrong. But whatever. Whatever. We're not even at the halfway point yet, so I'm sure I'll have a nice 30th or further back finish. And now we're 2 laps down, so all these guys that are 1 lap down, they're just going to pass us by. We're not gaining on anybody. Just ruined the experience, man. Here's Marsh. He's 4 laps down. I feel bad for that guy. And then, like, someone's going to comment today or tomorrow, or whatever. Oh, you're an idiot. You don't understand. Like, I have 2 eyes. I can see that this is not right. I can see that, like, who benefits from every car having a mistake after a pit? If every car has a mistake, then nobody has a mistake. What? There's no point in having mistakes, right? Just eliminate the mistakes, let the cars decide for themselves. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but it cost us 3 spots. You know, it makes no sense. It's like Instagram models, right? Every girl that's on Instagram is an Instagram model. So if every girl on Instagram is an Instagram model, then nobody's an Instagram model. They're just girls that look pretty, right? And that's kind of what it's like with making mistakes. If everybody automatically gets a mistake after a pit, then nobody should get a mistake because this doesn't matter. Everybody's just passing us like it's nothing. At least we get to ride around with better cars. So dumb. And if we had just somehow only pitted one time, I mean, we're coming up on the halfway point now. Um, we would probably be further up, but cars would be gaining on us because of our tires or something, I would imagine. But um, but we would probably be in 15th position. Well, like okay, like so, yeah. I just randomly said 15th, but Prix Vitali's in 15th, and he hasn't pitted yet. So that's about where we would be. I would just hypothetically saying, um, we would still be on the first lap. We wouldn't have had uh, a 50-second pit, and we wouldn't have had an additional mistake yet. Like I am telling you right now, there is no strategy you guys can tell me that's going to work. I am going to put hard tires and 150 liters into my car every single race and just let it play out. Pit one time, doesn't matter where we're at, because it doesn't matter. Like, why would you pit if your pit crew is going to be consistently bad? Why would you pit when you know you come out, you're going to make another mistake? Don't pit. That's the strategy of Grand Prix racing online. Just don't do it. It's going to be tough next week, though, for me to, to use that strategy because it's supposedly our driver's favorite track. What does that even fucking mean? I have no idea. I can't even drive a regular track. How does he have a favorite? So there are cars that, okay, so everybody who hasn't pitted yet is showing tire wear. And then Sarah Sosa, who has already pitted once, is showing tire wear. No technical issues. So my hope that we'd have a couple extra spots because of that is just not going to happen today. We can't count on that happening. What a waste. All that money I spent on getting these parts right for today. We're not going to earn enough money to even be in the positive. So dumb. Look at all these cars that have passed us. We're just riding around the back of all of them. Saratovsky's going into the pits. That guy, too. According to, I've been kind of keeping my eye on it. We are gaining on Oliveira, but we weren't able to pass him until he went into the pits last time. So there's no chance we're passing him. There's no chance we're passing Miku. We are a 28th place car waiting to finish 30th. There's Nichols making a mistake. That's the second time for him today. Everybody gets two today, I guess. Sosa going into the pits. In theory, we should be able to pass this guy while he's in the pits. Here we are here. No, a 20-second pit. And Saratovsky making a mistake coming out of the pits after. I mean, it's just so dumb. It makes no sense. We couldn't even gain that spot on Sosa because he Had a 20-second pit all of a sudden. And whatever we were gaining on Oliveira, we've lost. Absolutely nothing. We got nothing. Howlick hasn't even pitted yet. Another mistake. I'm gonna check my ESPN updates on my phone. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. The ESPN update. Another mistake. The ESPN updates are just LeBron now that he's not going back to the Lakers. I mean, I don't know. I mean, real LeBron is maybe the greatest player of all time, and I mean that sincerely. But also, like, why the hell would you want a 45-year-old basketball player? I mean, I know he's still. I mean, like, if I was a terrible team, I'd want him. But to draw people in. But he obviously is going to want to go somewhere he can win. Um, but who would want him? And whatever baggage that comes with that, I don't really know. Oh no. Oh, okay, there we go. We lagged for a second, and I thought, oh man, I thought the internet just finally went down for today. But we seem to be going here. Another mistake. Yes. There we go. That's fantastic. Super great. It giveth and it taketh away. Um, One more spot and we'll have at least made it. What's happening here? And another mistake. Wait. Yeah, okay. We're up to 26th. So we're so I guess in theory, because of the people that I made a mistake in front of that passed me, they've returned the favor so I could get back to 26th. I think I was actually in 25th. Whatever, man. Crazy. Um, Sorry, I'm just checking. Yeah. Um, yeah, I just like I feel like I'm an outsider, right? I mean, so many players that are at the amateur level have been here for a long time and have worked their way up and unfortunately back down through the rankings, and they're here at this amateur level. And all of you watching out there, like you're probably like, well, you just don't get it. And I guess I don't. Like I want to get it. I think this game looks great. I think it's a cool way to experience, racing and being competitive with people. Another mistake, being competitive with people like all over the world. I don't play Fortnite or Warcraft or any. I've never really played those games where you play against people from all over the world. This is the first time I've ever experienced that. As Kowalik finally going into the pits. Um, and so like I like this aspect of it. I like being communicating with people from all over the world and like, but I feel like I got to say that I feel like based on the feedback that I get from people, uh, that everyone is brainwashed. Like this is a cult or something. Like like this game can't be improved upon because it's perfect. I just don't feel that way at all. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying that at all. There's like one tweak that this game could do tomorrow would make this game better, and that would be eliminate the mistakes or like cut them in by 75%. You know, um, I don't know. A Kowalik goes in there and comes out in eighth, so he's still in the points. Um, yeah, I mean, so yeah, I don't know. Like it just seems like a pointless thing to have in the race. Let the car and the decisions that the manager makes be the major choice for the outcome of each race, because the mistakes are not random; they occur specifically. I don't know. Anyway, so we're in 26th. That is where we started. We have zero chance of being in the top 20, which is what we really needed today. I have to admit, I really did think there would be a lot of cars that would have technical issues. And then I'd be like, oh yeah, we'll get 10 more spots on that. But everybody's got their act together for this race, or they didn't race at all, I guess. The three normal racers that didn't even bother today. Anna's in 20. I mean, let's look at this. Okay, well, I'm back in, so I haven't lost anything today. The best drivers continue to be the best drivers. That's crazy that it is like that, but that's what's happening right now. Jeffrey Childers has the best lap. Gianluca Perella has the best pit. Do we still have the worst? No, there's been a few worse. There's the friends list. Anybody in first? Nope, Mossberg in third. Fashine in fourth. So is Jim Becker. Oh, T. Webb's in second. And Storano in third. It's pretty good. Um, wow, Beauchamp out of the race. And we had two guys that did not start. That's weird. I can't believe that I actually have the second best positioning of anybody that's in the amateur level in our group. That's nuts. All right, who's this guy that just passed us? Oh, it's Hopperanta at 14th. So our best lap was lap 52. And here we are on lap 82. We're down to 21% fuel. I wonder, because we don't have any technical issues, is this a race that everyone likes because of the laps? That they make a little more of an effort to succeed here? I mean, I like this track. And like I said, I enjoy races that are more laps, but I would not have thought that everyone would be hanging in there at this point. I mean, if we were to pit right now, not fully understanding how long our pit would actually take, but I mean, we would come out um, like it right in front of spot check in 29th. We've still got a ways to go. And everybody else will have to make a pit here too. So Moreno is the first who has tire issues. Okay, let's look at it the other way. Let's say hypothetically 40 seconds. So anybody from Saratovsky to Selmanoja, if they pit, we could gain a spot. So the best after the next cycle would be 21st before we go back into the pit again. Before our turn in the cycle. Stephen Gray going into the pits right now. There's Marsh. Yeah, clearly he used extra soft tires. And I'm definitely glad I didn't do that because this would be us right now. Really looking forward to that 28-second pit with the mistake following. That's going to feel really good the second time around. Going back to the buffet for another Immediate mistake. We're supposed to be a little bit more aggressive when the track is open. Like I think we have our risk is 15. Hmm. And I don't know if like that's negated when you're already a lap down or 2 laps in our case. Like, can you still be aggressive and not even be on the lead lap? Like, why would you be aggressive, right? If you're a car that's been lapped in a race, you're out there just to get to finish and get money, right? If you're on the lead lap, then your risks should still matter. If you're not on the lead lap, then your risks should no longer matter. You should not be making mistakes because you're not trying hard enough. You're not trying hard enough to go off the track. You're literally trying to finish the race. I would like to finish better than 26th, but really, at this point, it does not matter where you finish. There's a mistake by Adam. I mean, where would we be if we hadn't had that terrible pit and that immediate mistake? I guess really only maybe one more spot. Anna makes a mistake. So we might be 25th. Got 2 cars in front of us that are 3 laps down. Perella going into the pits. Makes no difference to us. Thank you, Ilya. He's obviously just trying to put some money together today. He's he's a top 15 car normally. And we're getting around that guy too. That must be Spacek. Yep. 22nd pit for Perella. That's great. Congratulations. What does that feel like? I wouldn't know. I believe our staff is level 3 and our pit facility is level 7. Um, but who gives a shit? Like, why should that even matter? Like, it's not like we're hiring an whole new team every week to be our pit crew. It's the same damn people every week. You think they get better, but it's like our staff doesn't even know that tire's round. I mean, I guess that if you're creating a game, as we're move up to 25th, if you're creating a game, you have to make subtleties in order to, you know, make a game challenging for everyone at every level. But um, it's also got to make sense, though, right? Monolith going into the pits. I mean, Childers is going into the pits. He was already 20 seconds behind Capiston. Capiston's got the three-peat on lock. It's a no doubter. Oh, there's our first technical right behind us. Oh, Swindell. Oh, that's a pisser. But he's in third. Can he go 50 laps and not, you know, get outside the top 10? I don't know. I mean, he's on the lead lap. And then Monolith makes a mistake coming right out of the pits. Of course, because that's the way it's programmed, guys. It's not random. It just happens automatically. Why? I can't believe you guys fall for that stuff every time and not question it. Shouldn't happen. Should be removed immediately. To me, that's a glitch. All right, Swindell dropped back to fourth, just like that. Anna going into the pits. She's having a great day other than her mistakes and, well, that's pretty much the only thing that's holding her back. Still haven't had a good lap since lap 52. We're kind of close. We are showing some weird lagging and then quick speeding. I don't know if they're working right now on our internet or what, but all right, we jumped up a couple spots for what it's worth, which is very little. We passed Anna. Ten. So we got another 14 laps before we go into the pits, at least. And then we're going the rest of the way. 50, so add 50 on that. Yeah. So we'll come out of the pits right around 28th or 29th. And that'll be it for us today. Another race where we lose spots. We started terrible. We started 26th. We're actually going to finish worse. Wow, Swindell's already dropped to ninth. That's tough. Capiston going into the pits. Severino going into the pits. Ben Couric going into the pits. We haven't talked about him today. Loktionov made a pit, and then he made a mistake. Of course he did. All these guys behind us pitting. Super awesome. Ben Kirk, a 22-second pit. Somebody else going. That's Oliveira going into the pits, I think. Ben Kirk somewhere in front of us. That's a bummer for Swindell. When this is in no way, if Swindell, if you're watching, I'm not throwing shade on you. I'm just saying out loud, like, if you have money, why wouldn't you just fix this, whatever this part is, right? Like, there are so many racers in our group that have over $100 million. And I don't know how much his parts cost. I don't know what level he's at and what those parts cost at that level, but it can't be $100 million. Like you were on your way to having a great day and you knew a part might be close to maybe having a technical issue. Why wouldn't you just fix it so you didn't have that happen to you today? I think, like I don't know the answer to that question. Rich Nichols had moved all the way up to fifth. That must feel good. He's heading into the pits, though. He'll drop back a little bit. So Ben Couric is right there. He's going to get around Prix or whomever that is. Is that 7 laps down? Who the hell's 7 laps down? Is that Marsh? So we're 1.2 seconds behind Ben Couric. Not that it matters, because we'll have to pit here anyway, whether we get by him or not. Yeah, we're definitely not having our smoothest internet day, are we? Walter Sosa about to have his third pit coming up. Will he pit before me? I don't know. Ilya coming out, 4 laps down. We are kind of gaining on him. Now we're 0.6 seconds behind. There's Anna. Now, the only way we're catching him, a guy who's clearly a better car than us, is because he's got a full load of fuel and we don't. That's the only reason, right? That we're catching him, in theory. We won't get by him, obviously. Like, game won't let you pass somebody arbitrarily for any reason that I'm aware of. All right, we're coming up on Swindell right there. Virel went into the pit and came out just 3 spots worse. He's having a hell of a good day. We did get past Ben Couric fairly easily. That's nice. So now we're 10 seconds behind Vitali. Wait, What is happening here? So a car that has some kind of a technical issue, because he's only one lap down, he went around a car that's 5 laps down like he was standing still, despite dropping oil in front of him. What the hell's going on with that? So we had no problem passing Swindell, but then Swindell just blew past Marsh like it was nothing. That's ridiculous. I don't get it. All right. Well, now we're 30 seconds behind somebody. Oh, because Nascimento went into the pits. All right, maybe we gain a spot or two here. Well, one spot, 21st. This looks good, and I like it, but this means nothing. We'll be 30th here in a couple laps, and our race will be officially over. And then we'll make a mistake. We'll have a 30-second pit, and we'll have an immediate mistake, and we'll finish somewhere back here with people who didn't even try today. That's fun. Okay, realistically, if it takes 50 seconds, that would be 3:04. I mean, we could come out in 26th, in theory, which would be finishing right where we started. Oh, then add 5 seconds, though. So we'd be 27. We would be somewhere in that range, 26th or 27th. We're down to 3% fuel. We're 9 seconds behind Prix. Probably get a couple more good laps. Well, yeah, we'll lap 110, right? Supposedly. I mean, the winner's already been determined. Oh, Daryl G with a technical issue. Swindell hanging in there in ninth spot. I mean, Daryl G's still going to get some points if he can just keep running. Dagasan's going to pit, so, or did he just come out of the pit? He did. Wow, Dagasan, good job. Let's take a look at the overalls. Am I still 28th? No, I've fallen back a spot. That's great. Walter Sosa. Congratulations, buddy. Now, is he going to have to pit a third time, though? Yeah, he will. He'll have to pit again. He worked his way up to 18th, so will he pit again before us? Daryl G is going into the pits. Maybe it's to fix that problem. Keep an eye on that. There he is. Swindell going to get him? Oh, he does. Wow, G is really falling back. Yaker doodles. Wow. Okay. Well. Oh, it's fixed though. So they did what they had to do to fix it. That's cool. And Sosa will go into the pits before we do. So that'll drop him back and we'll probably, no matter how we finish in this race, we'll probably still maintain the 28th spot. No one will pass us and we won't gain anything. Up the 20th as Sosa gets past. More ESPN updates. Clippers are nearing a deal to trade Kawhi Leonard to the Raptors. That feels shady as shit. That whole thing going on with Spirion. See how that plays out. Okay, well, it's nice to be in 20th. I like the way that looks. We did just have our best lap on lap 105 as we're running out of fuel. We're going to get one more lap out of it before we go in. Wait a minute. Why is that? Is that right? Why are we not going in later? Well, lap 107. We should get to lap 110. Well, we're just blowing by people that are more laps down. How far are we going to fall back? A long way, right? 33, add 20. So, I mean, we're going to be right around 26th or 27th when we come out. And then we'll have our mistake, and that could push us back to 29. So when it's all said and done, we'll be 29th, I think. And that's where we'll finish. Well, we had a fast lap 107. We're ahead of all these cars behind us, for what it's worth. Which is nothing. Technically, we did gain a second on Prix. All right, jokers. There we go. Bye-bye. Dropping back 2. Dropping back a little bit more. Yay. 24th. Here comes Walter L. Sosa. Yay. Hooray. 25th. Well, keep going time. Why not? Everybody, take your time. We love good 27 seconds. Wow. Love it. Loving that. That's really great. Yay. Keep going, guys. Awesome. All right. Now we'll make our error. Right here on this first corner would be good. Let's just get it over with. Just sit here quietly waiting for the mistake to occur. Swindell has fallen back to 15th, and G is making up ground after his temporary technical issue. The only thing that I can think of as far as like the strategy must be for Chris and not preventing this technical issue from happening is that he's already got enough to He's succeeded enough already this year that it was worth it to him to just get one more, race out of whatever component that broke down. But if I don't, that wouldn't be my strategy, but my strategies don't seem to be working. We are 3 laps down. Is there anybody else that would be pitting? Looks like Chukwin will have to pit pretty soon. That's it. Just Chukwin. So as long as we don't, well, let's see. Behind us is Salmanoja. He's 6.5 seconds. So as long as Salmanoja doesn't make up 6.5 seconds, we'll get a 25th place finish, one spot better than we started. Now, if we make a mistake, which, I mean, how would we not, I guess? That might cost us to finish 26th. There's no chance that Chris Swindell will fall back enough for us to surpass him. All right, so let's take a look at this. Yep, 28th. We'll have gained nothing. We'll have lost nothing. Just another 2 hours. Who is the big gainer today, actually? Oh, let's see. Oh, Dagasan. Looking to get points today and move up to 18th. That'll ensure Dagasan that he'll remain, at least here. Oops. Um, Stephen Gray moving up into the top 10. Nice. Okay. We'll take a look at best lap under 58 for Capiston. Best pit, Capiston. How was our last one? It's pretty shitty. Congratulations on continuing to be shitty. We already saw that. Hello, friends. T-Web. Gosh, how do these guys get promoted and then they're good like this all of a sudden? That's June Ho, Becker, and Mossberg. I know these guys got experience, so. Luca Cross -4. What does that mean? I don't even know. All right. And hello, team. What? 25th. Crazily enough, I'm the best of anybody at amateur other than Hemmings. Nick's putting it together. Good job by him. By him. And Gaston, rookie, was at 11. This is a bad week for our team. No points. I don't know. I really don't know what this is about. Is everybody giving up? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not giving up, damn it. I feel like giving up. I'm not. Because next week is going to be, the next race is our driver's favorite track. I'm going to put together the best worst case scenario and run them out there. See if it makes a difference. Okay, we're on lap 114. We got 22 laps to go. Our best lap is done and done. Lap 107. We got too much fuel to have a best lap now. So here's what I'll say. Okay, let's just say strategery wise, if I was able to have gone halfway, I might be right here with Prix, who only pitted one time, which would have been 20th, which would have made no difference at all in the standings. So my best finish would have been 20th. It would have felt better than this finish will, like for not getting it exactly right, which it seems impossible. Um, so realistically, the best finish I would have had today was probably 20th, based on a fifth level car, um, with the driver that I have, with the results that we've continued to put up. So I mean, how can I feel terrible knowing the best I could have done is 20th, and it would not have made a difference either way. If we could have had 19th, that would have given me something. I guess maybe I would have been a little bit closer to Swindell, and maybe at some point I could have moved up a spot and taken, whatever Swindell would have been at. Chuquin is going into the pits now. There's Ben Couric making a mistake right over there. Have not made mine yet, but we will. Chuquin coming out in 16th. 17th. So as I mentioned before, if you're in the U.S., I'd be glad to add you to the giveaway. Just be a subscriber to this channel on YouTube and let me know that you want to enter the giveaway. We will give you a duck, give you a chance to win some good prizes. And if you want to get a second duck, it's $5. It's a minimal, you know, amount. Nothing to worry about if you don't win. No guarantees. But you do get two chances then. So you could win two prizes. That's the other way to look at it. And that has happened. So that's fun. If we get a total of 15 ducks, I add a fifth place prize. As I mentioned, we just started this round of giveaway, and so we have 9 ducks right now. We have our 7 automatic entries because they donated $10, and then we've had 2 people purchase a second duck. So we have 9, which is pretty good. Good start. I think the most we've ever had was 22 ducks, which was really fun. I tried to call the race like a horse race, but when there's 22 ducks, it is hard to keep it all focused. I think we just passed Gerjon. Not his best day today, probably, but believe me, I've been there. This car behind us. That's Dagasan from Turkey, right? That's how you say it now. You pronounce it differently. Okay, we're coming up on Swindell, right? That's Swindell. We have to pass him and then pass him again to get that. Is that right? That can't be right. It is Swindell. Gosh, we're a whole lap behind him. That's insane. Lane making a mistake and dropping back. We have not made our mistake yet. It's got to be coming, though, right? See you, Chris. Still going to fish better than I did. I guess we did pass a couple of vehicles today, right? I'm very curious to see our attempts versus how many we actually over. I mean, once you get down a lap, it's kind of over. Like you're not passing anybody unless they have a technical problem. So like the dream is over pretty quickly then. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still on Swindell. All right, there we are. I mean, it's I don't see how we could. Yeah, because we're a full minute behind him. We're 38 seconds behind Sosa, and we're 4 seconds ahead of Salminoja. So that is absolutely gettable, but for him when I make my mistake. So we're probably going to finish 26th. Which doesn't really matter, I guess. But I do like this track, and I do like the fact that it was 136 laps. I don't like being 3 laps down, but everybody's. I mean, how many people are on the lead lap? Three, three are on the lead lap, and Stephen Gray is on the verge of being lapped. Anna in 19th. Good job, Anna. She gets past Swindell. Ben Couric possibly could get one more spot. And if he can, so can Lakyanov and Nascimento. It's going to be close for Sosa. We're 4 laps back now. That's not great. I don't enjoy that at all. And here he comes right there. Sal Minoja closing the gap every second. Boom. There we are. There he is. Just waiting for me to slip up. I don't think Miku. The worst we can do is 26, which again is pretty likely now. Oh, we do have that boost. Well, does that say 11 laps down now? Jeez Louise. Got to collect a paycheck though, so you can't say a whole hell of a lot. Let's give him some shine. There's Daniel Marsh. He's running 105 laps. Okay. Yeah, we do have a boost, so that might make it a little bit tougher for Salminoja to catch us in the end. But, you know, any second we could make that mistake. We are within a second of our best lap. So we're actually doing some pretty good laps right now. What is he doing? Yeah, about the same. It's coming up. What? Okay, Ben Couric should be getting past Swindell. Marino and Manoli battling it out for a top 10. Rich is in 7th. Wow, great job today, Rich. I know you're watching. Give you a proper shout out because that's my dream. As sad as it is, that is my dream. Okay, so yeah, Ben Couric, Lockdownov, Nascimento all got past Swindell. He's back to 23rd. Still maybe enough time for Sosa to get there. Not me. I am a little bit worried with Salminoja. He's 2.2 seconds behind. We are lap 124. So I think lap 134 is our boost lap. I don't know. One slip up. Salminoja will take my spot. And he's second now. He's closing the gap from 2.2 to 2.0. What's changed for us? Nothing. Same damn car. But he's somehow faster. He might have different tires. I mean, that might be that's probably what it is, I guess, if I'm spending time thinking about it. Wow, he is really close again. So we're going to finish 26th, regardless of our boost. That won't make a difference. So we're going to finish right where we started. What a colossal waste of time. Sosa did get past Swindell. He's up to 23rd. No chance for us to catch him, right? That's still 40 seconds. And it's a 1.7 second gap now. Not if we cut right through that. Why are we not cutting through these little... I mean, we don't have to follow the rules. We could have shaved, added a couple seconds maybe, cutting through there. Yep. We're probably faster than this car, but he's slowing us down, absolutely. A mistake by Teagard and Rex. That'll drop him back to 29th. Here we go. How close is it going to be? 1.7, 1.6. Okay. We're holding them at bay. Not for long. He is definitely closing the gap, right? Just a little bit at a time, but it feels like he's right there. I can't believe we're going to finish 26th. Can't even give me a little bit of joy finishing one spot better. Oh my gosh. He is so close. And watch, and we won't be able to block him like we constantly get blocked. Once, oh, he gained a half a second on that last lap. So we're done for. We're on lap 128. We got a ways to go. Let's see here. 27-second lead for Capiston. So he's going to get the win. 3 in a row, a three-peat. Pretty amazing. Laktianov has some more tire issues. I don't think that'll force him into the pits one more time, but that would be nice. That's the only way we keep this. I mean, wow, this is embarrassing. I can't believe we're not even going to get 25th. That blows. Well, he should have just he should have just kept going. He would have had us for sure. That's great. Yeah, we did a little bit of blocking. We blocked him one time. How is he not just getting right past this? It's got to be coming up here. All right, another lap down. Leaders. Leaders are on lap 135. I wish I knew exactly why he caught us like that. He's got to have medium tires or something. He has been faster than us the whole race. No, I know that's not exactly true, but at some points he's been in front of us, so holding him off one more time. What lap are we on? I don't even know. We're on lap 132. And we hold him off one more time. I mean, he's the better car. We should just let him go by. That spot doesn't mean anything to us other than a little bit of a moral victory to finish one spot better than we started, but otherwise it doesn't really seem to mean a whole lot. It is a bit of a pisser that we weren't able to get past Swindell. Oop. All right. Well, they should have the leaders coming up here pretty quickly after that guy vanished. Capiston got the win. Childers will finish second. And Stephen Gray will get third place. I mean, that's pretty, amazing. Good job by Stephen Gray. Shout out to Childers. I don't know what the hell's happening here. Getting around our friend Veldman. There it is. Stephen Gray. Good job, buddy. That's a cool helmet. All right. Well, back to the action as we wrap it up here. We do see some tire wear showing up. We're on lap 133. We're holding them off. We do have our boost lap coming. I don't know if he'll have a boost lap, but there's a part of me that secretly would enjoy if Laktianov would go into the pits, but I don't think that's going to happen. Finishing 25th today with only 34 cars in the field also feels kind of shitty. And, just having one car with a technical problem is actually kind of incredible. I did not expect that today. I really thought we'd probably we'd probably gain 3 or 4 positions at least just due to technical problems because it's been that way all along. All right. Well, we're on lap 135, and I do believe this is a boost lap for us. It doesn't feel like we're boosting, and if we get past, that's going to feel stupid. Oh, Lockdown into the pits! Oh, that is happening. That is a thing that is happening right now. I don't think we're going to be able to take advantage of that. Wow, that's tough. That's always my nightmare. 22 seconds and he's out of there. If that was us, it'd be like 40 seconds, guaranteed. So we weren't able to take advantage of that. Our boosting is keeping Salmon behind us fairly easily. Veldman does get a technical issue here right at the end, it looks like. That was our best lap. We did get under 1 minute for our top lap. Lockdown somewhere in front of us. Oh yeah, I see him on turn 8. So we're not going to catch him. When the race is over, we'll take a look at the top 10, and then we'll look at the final stats one last time. I feel fairly confident that Salmanoja will not catch us unless we have our second mistake. We didn't actually get the second mistake. Why? I don't know. I am glad that we did add that boost at the end. We actually only finished 5 seconds behind Swindell. That blows. And there we go. All right. 25th place finish. We have a slight moral victory. Okay, here we go. We got Capiston winning today, Childers second, Gray third, Powellick finishing fourth, Severino finishing fifth, Dagasan sixth. Great job by him. Rich Nichols finishing seventh, and Villarreal getting a point today in the A spot. Adam and Moreno wrapping up the top 10. Good job by those guys. Anna finishing 19th. We'll take a look one final time. Best lap, Capiston 57. Here we are, 16th best fastest lap. That's kind of good, right? That's better than half. Best pit, yeah, we're way down here. One of the worst. For what I could tell is no good reason. We remain right where we were, as does everyone behind us. So we did not get past another week in the 28th position. And then the Friends group, no winners today, but Webb is the runner-up. And Storano, Becker, and Mossberg all finished third. Fashin finishing fourth. Good job. And we'll give Junho a shout out, finishing eighth. He gets a point. On the team, Hemmings finishing 12th at the amateur level. Great job for him. And I finished 25th. As the amateurs in our team, I did finish second best. Gaston at the rookie level finished 11th. And we had some people didn't show up today. All right, everybody, that will do it. Another week down, another week of frustration. Thank you for tuning in. Like and or subscribe to the channel. And we'll be back next race with our driver's favorite track at Silverstone. So we'll see what kind of shenanigans we can get up to between now and then. Until then, everyone, have a great day.